Alright. Here we go! Chase Smalls. Reps over games. Let's get it. I've been on this shit since sorbet was sorbet. Stopped my boycott of Oive in orbit. Bubblegum, I double drum, you're double dumb if you believe. All this came straight from the dome, just like band geeks. Making raps been happening since freshman year. The passion for it headlights in me, the deer. I'll write a banger parody about Sir Newton's laws. From no one to a godson, but with the cause. This is the one time that I will allow myself to speak about my music in a braggadocious context. Tell 'em. These school raps, I spit fast and make that massive. These school raps, I spit facts, now that's scholastic. The school raps made me, and that's the truth. Turned my desk and bedroom into a booth. Was written in the books, but I could have never known. I'd go from wrecking cats to now full grown, but never reaching that. Trying not to hit the bottle, because cats and waddle when I don't want them to see me wobble. On the announcement, spitting that slick shit. Go to the musical, join band, get that big dick energy. I get over 1,000 on that econ, and now I'm trying to get better, but not the recon. Not top 5 rappers, but maybe top 1,000. Probably top 100 to come from suburban houses. I could make the world's best mixtape for FAWM, but I'd still be known as that guy who did that Friend Chris song. It's all love and honesty, I can't blame you. That's a call forward. If you know, you knew. Reps over games. Reps over games. Play more games. Relax. Leisure activities are in fact good for you and good for your mental health. This project is to me because it's really trying to combine an earlier time of my life when things were more simple and I had more time to play video games, and to combine it with my current obsession with making music. And hopefully by the end, I'll be in a better headspace. Reps over games. Hello! Have you ever been having protected sex and thought, what if this experience was tailored to my one true unique pecker? Well, now it can be. It's the new custom condom company, the shoe that fits for a small fee. You get a custom hat for your D. Go online to theshoethatfits.com. Design the protection that you'll use when you feel like a CD-ROM. Huh. We got all colors, shapes, flavors, and sizes. A miracle mile of massive to tiny brick houses. Even upload your own company logo. Pass them out at your business lunch. Yes, homo, don't you know, bro? This go is so ahead of the time. Even my rhymes can't keep up, now they're falling behind. If you are falling in behind, you best not be daft. Wear a rubber with my pencil's face on the shaft. Land lubbers and band clubbers, we got your back. We even have a product for those who don't have a sack. Come one, come all, no matter what will fit them. It's the Vista print for your dick, let's get them. The shoe that fits, except it's a shoe for your dick. Fitted to your measurements. The shoe that fits, everyone could use something like this. So check us out, I insist. Hey, Tom!
Hey, man.
Do you often have sex while wearing a condom and wish that you could own condoms that perfectly express your personality and are personally fitted to your peen?
What do you mean?
It's the shoe that fits! We got a designing page on our site, even send you a sample to make sure it feels right.
Wow.
And if you're feeling like you need to breathe, we also have internals that can fit in between. We have everything that you could ever want. Use any image or any font,
Like
even dip it in
Comic Sans?
fondue. I wouldn't, but do you? I wouldn't do you if you weren't wearing our condoms.
Oh, hey, man.
They start at a simple $5 a piece. If you order more than 10, you can get them for 3.
That's a
We
bad
supply the
business
Boris's Johnson for top dollar. The perfect inside an orifice or a pinata. When shit is getting hotter and your partner is bothered by boring old plain colored lame cock collars, get yourself a custom contraceptive. Knowledge is power and knowledge is a weapon. Hope that you will learn your lesson.
Custom hats for your dick.
Can I get it in
Yeah, that's right, it's the shit. We got the studs, got the rips. I don't know what there is, but we got the hats for your dick. Yeah, you know what it is.
If I get it in
It's the
camo,
shoe
can
that
people
fits
see my
our
dick
new
stuff?
business. Hey Tom, do you have questions?
Yeah, to start,
Yeah? What is it?
like, why? Also, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Can I get it with tiny knives on it? That'd be sick. I could use that for self-defense.
Yeah.
In terms of color, I mean, do you have everything?
Like a bagel?
Also, why Mike Pence?
The shoe that fits, except it's a shoe for your dick. Fitted to your measurements. The shoe that fits, everyone could use something like this. So check us So it's really, really cold in my room, and my cheeks hurt. So I hope that you can understand what I'm saying, because it's actually really hard to rap right now. Let's get it. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. First off, thanks for bringing me on this cruise. A lot of touristy attractions for me to abuse, but when I get back on the ship, I gotta deal with your bougie lip, and chief, this ain't it.
Have you ever had meat cooked like this?
No, I'm more used to chicken.
Well, chicken's cheap, so...
The whole table felt silent. Whoa, I honestly prefer the food when I'm at home. I don't want your steak, I'll eat chicken alone. So you think you're better than my family? Cause you can eat red meat so commonly? Just cause your little job pays more? My parents find more meaning in me than everything you live for. You make dinner and I'll do your dishes. Yeah, chicken's cheap, but to me worth more than your existence. It's really cute that you condescend to us because we're too busy being important and active members of our community to have the time or funds necessary to regularly make pseudo-gourmet quality meals. Being that you just work your overpaid 9 to 5 and then blow all your extra money and time on useless self-serving luxury. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. Chickens, chickens. Everyone seems to think that their mom just has to be the most hardworking, but without hyperbole. Mine's gotta be in the top 10th percentile, the cream of the crop in the parental file. Who are you but a curse to the daughter of the man you married and brought out his worst? You know mother like mine, and I hope that hurts. Everybody knows that she's the calcium. She works to the bone, not to get ad nauseum, but you don't see that I don't need condolence. The best you could ever be's like her, but boneless. So this one goes out to you, Mom, keeping the house and its residents on the highest mortal fortitude and wanting to live long. Oh, and I'm sorry that you had to hear that last song. Thank you, Mom, for everything that you do. I know you go through a lot of pain for your kids because you just refuse to give up on us, and we're not always great at showing you, but we really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you, Mom. I walk into the party with the place in the new scene. Everybody screaming their way for the smoke screen. If I may, could I check out the drum set? I make my way to the corner with the hi-hat, make adjustments. But bandmates don't hate this like I do. It's so unnatural, fun my composure. I don't have a knack for this. I saw them selling beer in the back, so I step outside to collect my thoughts. A friend of mine from the band is sitting with me. We talk about our dreams to make our own music, to know and discard the rubric. He went back inside to brave the fire. I stayed out, couldn't leave my social retirement. Pulled out my phone and left you a message. Somehow that was all I needed.
Hey, I heard you're the new drummer for that new band playing tonight, right?
Yeah, man.
Oh, great. Well, hey, I'm dying to hear you play. Say, you want anything? We have beers in the bag. A couple mixed drinks.
No, I'm alright. Thank you, though.
Hey, are you sure, man? It's on me.
No, really, I want to be sober for the performance and all that stuff.
All right, I understand. Hey, have a good set, man. I'll see you later.
Thank you so much. Taken up to throw him in the door bathroom. Fireball shots at those friends of yours are giving you alcohol poisoning. I find pride in my choice to not drink. You would be similar, so I think, and no one can tell me that I could be wrong. You drink until the person I know is gone, and I don't know how to acknowledge it. So I guess that I will just swallow it and try to hang out with you and your friends instead of being alone wallowing. And we're in the room, all taking shots. I get up for one and hate that a lot. So I say I won't politely decline, and I see how alcohol affects your mind. I don't really like it. I run to the bathroom and I cannot help but cry. I take a picture of myself and put it on the cover of an album that ends with a love song to you. Don't know why. How do you do this to me? We're supposed to be perfect and you're making the wrong decision. That's the wrong decision. Dude, I'm lost in Cuba. Holy shit. Those mojitos, man, they're magical.
Oh, it's the mint. It's the mint. I'm telling you.
How many did I have again?
I don't know. How many missiles were it? I don't remember.
Oh boy. Oh man, I see what all the hype is about. Yeah. That is. Oh, this isn't even that bad, dude.
No.
Like I drink rum like straight from the bottle.
Straight. We all.
I
Legend.
feel great.
That's good. Me too, man. I just
Wait. Fuck, she was fine. I was so worried for nothing. She was fine. So much crying that she did to her friends because she felt guilty. I need to drink with her when I get back. Hello, we're together now after so long of being distant while geographically close. In Massachusetts, making cocktails. We don't know what we're doing. I look up at you with a soft smile, a hit of serotonin for every drove mile. We've lived in the same house for 3 weeks, just the two of us, a dog and bottle of UV blue. I want to be closer to you, so I drank the poison and it filled my tooth. It still feels so new. After a year passed, I think we finally hit our critical mass, and I'm fine with that. We head to your bed. No, it's totally alright if you don't give me head. We can just play Skyrim and stay up until 3. Honestly, I'm just happy that you're with me. I wake up in the morning and you're still here. A life like this would be just fine, my dear. Drinking lemonade and vodka. I don't want anyone or anything else. God, please let me die like this.
I drink to forget bees? Alright, that one wins it, that's it. Hey Joey, what are we drinking?
I'm gonna make all of you some white Russians. Help us escape our personal dungeons, even if for a little while.
Should be a bartender.
Maybe someday, but I'm not Russian. Ever since my love left me, I can't help but feel a bit empty. We both say that it was mutual, but something about it felt unusual. Like she'd been wanting me to bring it up. Like our love was some sort of empty cup that she felt trapped in, but couldn't get out.
You wanna have a good night, you want everything to be alright, you wanna be the reason why. I don't see the problem of taking the more you can't go with what she wrote me down the phone. What's the point of ever being sober if the reason you drink is it will always be over?
No kid, that life's been lived. I'm much too old now, I'm drinking gin and tonic. No fun, that life is done. I'm much too old, so I'm drinking gin and tonic. I never wanted to be here. I always wanted to appreciate the finer things in life, but among those I always included being alone, at home. So now I'm in my room, practicing making mixed drinks for people that never include anyone but me. I want to drink until I can't see, but my antidepressants always put me to sleep. Seems when I'm alone I need help, but when I'm around people I always want somebody else. I think you know who that is, you know her so well. I'll keep drinking until I no longer know myself. No kids, get used to this. I'm much too old, so I'm drinking gin and tonics.
My best friend in 3 years is gone. Not dead, but alive, wrote dying song. Some tests were given, and for one
months I wasn't winning them. No, I'm not upset, I'm just every synonym. I don't know what this to mean anything, but I cannot say that it was a fling. I should be happy because you were happier. Everyone's saying that I can be mad at her, but I don't wanna be. You were a part of me that I cannot destroy. I have a blanket of yours and it stays in my closet, reminding me of a time I was your best friend. Wow! Alright. Let's calm down. No more of that. Let's relax, alright? Here we go. I don't want years of good to be pulled out the pocket, so please let the record show that this is off it. The following isn't canon to how I actually feel, but that doesn't make these fleeting thoughts any less real. I'm more in touch with my emotions now than ever before, those emotions being negative and constantly horrible. It's so adorable to see the two of you so happy. Don't worry, I won't get sappy. Is it that you fell out of love? Well, darn, it has to be. I thought that you would open up when I said open sesame. A lowering tide and a will to hide, that was the recipe. I thought you wanted more, so I gave you the recipe. I want to ask you all sorts of unfair questions like, how long didn't you love me for? Was it just those few months or was it more? You were stuck with me but really just needed a bore. I hope that you come crawling back, so I can say no. You hope I have a heart attack, or at least I say so. I wish that I could have more facts, so much I don't know about what was behind my back. Got a knack for the sack, so my hat's off to whoever has to follow. I do everything big, I'm a man that's hard to swallow. And who you never made time for except to be used as some emotional support animal when you couldn't choose anyone else. Do you talk to him about me? I don't think about you when I'm with other people or when I'm enjoying myself. I think about you when I'm sad and lonely, cause when we were that's how I felt. I refuse to be the instigator of further contact. I'll just write about you incessantly as a matter of fact. Did that work? You must have changed to a person I'd love to meet her, cause you never showed more interest in my art than my high school teachers. And I know there's others under the sun, but it's a lot easier when you're already halfway there with someone else on day one. Okay, don't fear. I know I wasn't perfect, but since you're here, were those 3+ years worth it?
Ooh, those are some bitterness bars. Those are some bitterness bars. Ooh, those are some bitterness bars. Those are some bitterness bars. Ooh, those are some bitterness bars.
Hi! If you are one of the few that I let be close to me, feel free to use this as the reason I act so unusual. But it's not an excuse. I'm eating bean boozled all alone in my room, sad cause I can master this, don't have enough headroom. I don't have enough friends with whom to fill my XCOM army. I was making meats and right before you saw me, the best crust crunchy runner on the C team. Haven't got spoke to since he was but a wee teen. Tire no spoke, so my folks skip this meme. Here's a bomb song about eating sad jelly beans. Let me tell you a story, heed the words I say. I had my hand on the beans that one so fateful day. I was stuck all alone in my bedroom, haven't seen anyone else since it hit noon. Then I saw a pack of jelly beans, I didn't think twice. I don't need to feel good, they don't need to taste nice. Have you ever heard something so sad? A party snack whose purpose is to taste bad, being eaten by a boy at the day's end, enjoyed like the boy had no friends. Other than at parties, they had no use. Something like a drinking game, but minus the booze and minus the abuse, but somehow worse to the boy who always felt under-rehearsed for the party tonight, and those leading up to it, those that follow and those who discovered it couldn't express their worry, they didn't utter it. Left on his own, so he didn't unclutter shit, waiting for a hero that could take him out, not of this world, but of what it was about. At least to him, and this boy's no keeper. For an introvert, he sure looks like a peeper. Hello! If you still made it this far, I'd like you to know that you might be alarmed if you keep on listening to this from here, cause what follows this is not meant for your ears. I'm getting my bean boozled all alone in my room, sad cause when I'm in coitus I don't have enough headroom. I always hit dead ends when I feel like my XCOM army. I was gonna hit send right before you saw me, the best cross-country fucker on the C team. Haven't been woke since I had my last wet dream. Tire no spokes, so my folks get this meme. Here's a bomb song about eating sad jelly beans. Let me tell you a story, this is what I have to say. I have my hands on my bean and it feels right in every way. I was walking through the union looking at my phone, avoiding the tabling, trying to stay alone. Try to visit the school site, starts with the P, and I type in Pornhub with my muscle memory. I'm just hanging out with my main girl, Riley. If that's too much, take a break with Kylie. Thank you, Daily Mail, it's all you're good for. Softcore, slightly boring beach contours. Then I kick it with Miss Malkova, into a lot but not piss, that's over. It's too samey, I get annoyed, but I can always fall back to Arwen Datnoid. I see all people as people, but on my phone screen we just cannot be equal. There's no sentience behind the pixels. They're just models giving other models kisses. They're just objects, except when they're not. To their friends a soul, to the rest just hot. And maybe I should look into what that could mean, but honestly I'm too busy boozling my bean. Yeah, getting my bean boozled. Getting my bean boozled all up in my room.
Joey.
What?
Joey.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of the wrong bean.
What do you mean? The wrong bean?
The wrong bean. Like,
It's my bean.
do you think your bean is your penis?
Yeah, I got a bean down there.
So
dude. It's
are
my
you
bean.
are you saying your penis is as big as the bean?
It's like a green bean, dude. It's like a
a
little
green bean?
stringy bean.
Dude, do you know what a bean is?
What's a bean?
Dude, you got your beans like your lima beans, your
I like-
pinto beans. You got your soybeans.
Hmm.
And then you got the clitorises.
The clitori?
The clitorises. Yeah, Joey, have you ever seen a clitoris bean before?
A clitoris bean. Do they have those at the salad bar in Union? Can you put those on the? What's a clitoris bean?
The clitoris bean. It's not something you can eat in public. The clitoris bean is like really toward like the top of the vagina. Like it just kind of comes up like this and like extends like under a hood.
Wait, so you're saying that the bean isn't a dick? It's like
It's part of
oh
the vagina.
oh no.
Yeah, man.
I should probably rewrite that song.
Yeah,
huh?
that's what I was thinking. You should definitely get back to work.
All right. Wait, why is this recorded? Drugs. Have you ever tried drugs? Because if not, I have an idea for you. Do them. Do drugs. Now, I know what you're thinking. You aren't the person that does drugs. Those people exist. They're out there, but that's not you. What? That sober you talking about? You haven't even met. You on drugs. The drugs. They should make you feel good. They should. Sometimes they're less than effective in that way, but it's good. It's a good feeling, really. I've done a lot of them, so I would know. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Right. Now you're warming up to the idea. Now, take a puff. Take a little hit. Yeah, all right, that was pretty weak, but we can do better. Okay. Need to try one more. Yeah, get some water. It's good. Oh, all right. Okay, so what you're experiencing right now is a minor headache. It's okay, that is perfectly normal. Doing more will usually make you feel better. Take that effect away. Breathe. Yes. That is what I am here for. That was great. I love that. Yeah, if you do a few more like that, you're gonna have a good night. What? Do I have any work to do? Did you have any work to do? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, of course. If I don't have work, you don't have work, you know. Whoa. Small success. Whoa. I'm feeling it right. That's only the beginning. That's only the beginning, alright. Maybe a little bit more? Yeah. One last hit. That'll do you in. You having trouble walking? That's good. It means you're like 10% to where you should be, you know. You're still lucid, which is the problem in this context, really. Alright, let's take one more puff and then get this night started. Make sure to hold it in. Yes. Out. Oh, alright. Don't. Not my face. Cough that way. Yes. Perfect. Alright. How are you feeling? or dehydrate. We're not here to dehydrate, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Want to sit down? Yeah. How was this for you? Feeling... Alright, that's alright. It can happen. Just make sure to stay relaxed. Keep, it'll be over soon, but since it's happening, you may as well try to enjoy it, right? Wait. What? What did you just say? No, that's not. No. That's don't do that here. That's not. Oh no. You can go to the bathroom. Yeah, please just. Okay. As long as you're gonna be okay, just sit down. You'll be good. You'll be good. You are good. You are okay. You're safe. Just don't get too in your own head. Hey. Come on. Hey, come on. You're here with me, all right? You're here. Everything's okay. You were out for a second there. Oh God, what's going on in your head there, buddy? You okay? You're acting very out of it. Kind of lost consciousness for a little bit, and I don't know how to deal with this. You need food? Do not need you can bring us tomorrow for food. Maybe, tell me how you're feeling. A lot of thoughts running through your head. It's normal. That's okay. It's supposed to be expected to a certain extent. Back to your horse. I don't know if I can handle just getting fucked up for you now, man. Like, I'm right where you are. I can't just be the only person listening to all of this. I mean, maybe. The Twitter? Yeah, you'll probably actually use it. Yeah. That could be cool too, like, just a place to shitpost when you're like that. You start getting a little nervous or just focus all your energy on that. Go up with something clever to say. That's good. I like that. What are you gonna call it? Really? Oh man, that's a good handle. Honestly, that's good. I like that a lot. Oh, sorry. Let me take this. Drugs. They might not make your life better, but they'll make it a whole lot more interesting. Hi there, what's up? My name's Alex. The greatest things in the world have no malice. And I heard that you are new to college, so if you need some new friends, here's some knowledge. Join an organization where you're paid to play. Make sure you show up when it's midday. I swear here we're all one and the same. All you need to do is play some party games like get down on all fours for the grab boys, bark like a dog until you feel like a frat toy. And if you forget, clean the throw up bucket. And don't you dare speak about this in public. Yeah! No food until you finish the whole stack. Drink until you forget what you now lack. We'll drag you miles away and you'll have to find your way back. Here's a story, but I can only tell you a bit. A college group who was into some really fucked up shit. I wrote a post about it, yeah, I tried to make it big. So I shared it to a local comedy Facebook page. Fuck you, overheard it soon, you content. Posted my shit, then got banned, goddamn. Measure the admins like the hell, and received a well thought out response. Well, there's zero tolerance for not following the rules. That post doesn't belong. End of story. Wow, we got a big boy over here, big dick, big important man. This guy knows that the sanctity of a meme Facebook group based out of a small public school in the North Country is more important than protecting countless people from the life-ruining effects of hazing. Fuck you! This whole thing is fucking absurd. If you're out there, I hope you hear every word and let down deeply into your core and maybe reach all of you that doesn't come out anymore. Maybe she died under the corridor, the ghost of whom looms over us like an orbiter. After all the shit that you went through, she lost us too. I'm sure that I must have made her feel used. They're not all out here causing welts, but you'll ruin the whole thing for everyone else. A mafia that the school gives a house to. Can't speak out unless you want them to harm you. Pay to get in, pay to get out. With losing all your friends to the blacklist. Shout to the heavens if you're a victim because you're worth that. Fuck your sisters, take a friend over her shaft.
If you're not allowed to speak to others about what happens in your organization, leave. When my relationship ended, I was feeling hindered, so I downloaded this app called Tinder. For love or sex, I didn't really intend. Honestly, I downloaded it to make some friends. Alright, you all heard this story. Pretty soon he'll be busy whoring out, but everyone was way too boring. No connection, like the Wi-Fi is snoring. But that said, I did meet a couple cool girls, ones who could be friends, but not in this world, because when I signed in this one time, I got an error message that would then define my experience. I called support. Turned out there must have been some mass report. Oh. It's the sorority! Because I went to the school and gave him evidence. Now your whole system's broke to remnants. And if you're in it, you'll know that it's deranged when they say they get you tied down with the daisy chain. Guess what? That's not even the fun kind. How they feel sorry for them when they got a dumb mind. We're walking on eggshells, not fucking Kinder. Hold the cracks when I start yelling Tinder!
This one goes out to all the rationals, the skeptics, the centrists, all you internet warriors in the fucking culture war. Yeah, show those SJWs who's boss, huh? Yeah, you're a smart boy, huh? Yeah, you know everything you need to. Hey! I heard that you like facts over feelings, but the arguments you're dealing are whack. And I wonder if these facts follow you in your dreams, just like AOC and all your fantasies. Got your own dictionary with the words you don't like torn out. So entitled to being right by virtue of being you. You believe it and I don't know how.
Basically, anti-fascism is fascism now.
I know you think biology is the nature of the pronoun, but just because you say it doesn't mean that it is profound, nor does it make it true. Dude, there's whole fields of study that contradict what you say. Oh, but I thought the truth was your buddy. Which is sad, cause I know you don't have any other. Your wife's a doctor, but it's clear you want another lover. Congresswoman will safe with you no matter what you call her. We don't even need to debate, you can get beat by Google Scholar.
If you are going to dictate to me that Benjamins are Bens and Bens are Benjamins, then my answer is no. If I call you a moose, are you suddenly a moose? The name on your birth certificate is Benjamin. To assert that I should be forced to entertain your delusions that your name is Ben is honestly disgusting and is a sign of the fall of the West.
It's funny how you conflate sex and gender, a rate of speech like you're on an Adderall bender, wherein the name Boy Scouts is biological. That straw person must be diabolical. Alright, that was fun, but I gotta take a break. Destroying the reactionaries has got my brain baked. I got a secret weapon with more notoriety and fame. What's their name?
It's Tom Avella. I am Pella. What? Internet fella. I have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Anyway, I'm also on the Twitter. Not by choice, yeah, I'm kinda bitter. But where else would I go to argue with fascists and tankies about those fucking liberals? Not owned like a corn cob. A free thinker in an internet hate mob. Big dick, special big boy energy, but you'll need more than a surprising lack of scientific, anthropological, and sociological evidence. To get to me, see the reason I have to mention. Got the invisible hand on your erection. In other words, Atlas shrugged on your hard-on. Luckily, this is under one Sargon. Hi, this is Tom Avella, and today I'm going to do an impression of Paul Joseph Watson.
If this beta orbiter soy boy expects me to listen to his mixtape, where he mumbles incoherently over a bunch of music he didn't even write, then imagine my shock.
Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I'll see you in 3 months. Stay legend.
The fact that you have fans like disgrace, their brains must be smaller than Charlie Kirk's face. To consider your faults, you'd never be so daring. More easily offended than Tommy Lahren. You wear a smirk like your philosophy won't die though. You'll all fall at the face of the cake with a haste of Milo. I'm kidding about being boozled, and what do you know? I look down and my dick is taller than Ben Shapiro. Like for TBH, I'm feeling bored and I hope you don't see the bait. I really just want to say that I don't know you, but I want to. You seem chill, we should talk more impromptu. I want you to like my status, but now we're all just laugh reacts behind the lattice. I miss the days when honesty was just to ask permission, but I don't miss that this honesty was always works of fiction. The mission, the vision of my friends and I's been great for me, but I don't make time to communicate effectively. How much they mean to me and where I wouldn't be if not for them, if not for family and everyone that I come in contact with.
but I'm too busy making art and pulling up my demons. Frick that excuse, I'll use my art as a lead-in for non-fiction honesty, but I can only hit some of you. Here's a TBH, thanks for making my life great. Okay, before I get into this, I would like to remind all of you that the live-action Cat in the Hat film is actually really good, and you are all wrong. Your sins will not be forgiven. Alright, back to the song. TBH. I wouldn't be here if not for you. To the black t-shirts and Main Street lights too. TBH. Your residence across the street keeps my morale high and the ground under my feet. TBH. When I needed someone, you were there. We got pizza and it wasn't just my burden to bear. TBH. Sometimes you frustrate me a bit, but you're gonna do great once you find a shoe that fits. TBH. Members of the club whose meetings I lead, I hope you go mad, Sonic, don't stop, Godspeed. TBH. My favorite part of your body is your ears. I could have been the bad guy, but you dispelled my greatest fears. To be honest, I wish that you lived closer to me. You might be my manager, but you can't make me play toxicity. To be honest, even though I know you don't like needles, I'll still visit you and your kids. I love all of you people. You better fucking make her happy, because if you don't, you and me, we're gonna have to get scrappy. To be honest, that probably won't happen. TBH. If you're my mother, it all starts with you, keeping me honest with communication up the wazoo. TBH. Dad we had less time together, I'd be worse off. I know it can hurt, we're untethered, but I'm here. Oldest young bro, I hope that you know you're close to me, so I'll stick around regardless of the shit show. TBH. Older brother from the same mother, I'm seeing the cracks form, but it's okay cause you can always come to me for help. TBH. Can't read key pages from the big book, but yet I remain loved by my two siblings who still look up to me, regardless of whether or not I'm deserving. So when I make public decisions, it's always unnerving, but it's inspiring, and so's the way that both of you support me. Speaking of, like my parents is how I purport to be like, but not in every way worth a million letters. You bring so much good into the world, and you raise me to do even better, so thank you. Over 1% of our only whole, our first, no longer friends though. Do you want to be my best friend for a bit? Then stop and avoid each other when we split. How many breakups? 1, 2, 3. One I wrote about incessantly. The other, I just promised to do the same. But the third doesn't even yet have a name. The world's best cheeseburger couldn't soften the blow. I took her out to Bill Gray's as soon as she got home from the college where she learned what I didn't know, nor did I want to, so the distance did grow. There'd never be a good time, it was right before finals, right before she went back and drove hundreds of miles, and then had to perform well, probably feeling alone. Meanwhile, I hit every green light on my way home. It's not fair, I did not dare to confess. When we were together, she wanted us to have sex, but my fear of pregnancy kept that under rest. I wondered how the pressure I felt would coalesce when I was older.
This song is also called. This song is also called A. Is science so cold? Science so cold. Science tries to rationalize. Scientist tries to rationalize. Science rationalize. Post-relation tries to rationalize chip politics.
I didn't want to tell you it would end, but I knew that it was the message I sent. You wanted me to try to keep on fending off the reasons it can't work, but it can. Now we're not even friends, despite of how close we were back then. Or maybe because of, I don't know why, I don't have the power to forget and let die. No, I for the easy, I prefer to get it out. I never understood what they were talking about when they said, I don't want to ruin our friendship. I just say, if it did, then the friendship was useless. How foolish of me to try to presume that relationships are given and then only used as unconditional bonds of two hands, when really they're just effects and we're all victims of circumstance. So no wonder that it's easy for most to leave and never check into the people who were once believed to be the one. It's all I need, but by any measure I knew I'd find a way to pass on that pressure to her.
It's now I'm good, deserve it, stranger.
You didn't want to tell me it would end, but you knew that it was the message you sent. I wanted you to try to keep on fending off the reasons it can't work, why it can't. I sorry. This might be the last thing I write to you. If you dislike me or just don't want to be part of each other's lives anymore, I get it. I could have done a lot better, and I'm still on my way to forgiving myself for some of the mistakes I made. One thing I'd like to formally apologize for is how I dealt with intimacy of all kinds. That wasn't fair to you, and I think about how I could have done better often. With all that being said, if some part of you does want to try to be friends again, I want you to know that I'd like to be too. I've been contemplating contacting you for a few weeks. When I went home for winter break, I started remembering all our memories we made in FAWM. Then I thought of never home again. Then we came back up here for the spring and everything started coming back in a huge rush, and I realized that you're still intensely important to me. It feels so wrong to just fake a smile and say hi whenever I see you. I don't want that to be how the last year of us being on this campus together is spent. I'm not sure if initiating contact is the right thing to do in this situation. I've wanted to, but with you being with me, I figured the decision as to whether or not to remain friends should start with you. After all, I don't want to put a stress on you guys by being that ex-boyfriend, you know? If you want to move on and let our friendship exist only in the past, I understand. Even if that's the case, I'd love some confirmation of that. Please don't feel bad if the answer is no, and you don't have any obligation to reply if you'd rather not. Since it's a possibility that this might be the last time I talk to you, I suppose I should say some things. You'll always be a big part of my life. You were with me through some of the most transformative years, and you helped me through some really scary times. I'll never forget that. Thank you for spending part of your life with me. I'd love to get food sometime if you're up to it. Love, Joey. I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. I did not consent to a search, so let me.
They say he keeps the door shut, never hurt a soul, but I've seen through the holes cut, I know better. He is quite the monster, yes, he tried to conquer my true love, my best friend. I'm glad that it is. Yes, he's the monster.
I bet he's doing it right now, that shithead. He's probably cleaning out the closet looking for you to clean out both beds. But you're mine, because you want to be. No obligation, I'm not entitled. Not like him, the only negatives, I can't play that piece in your recital. He never let you complete sentences. He'd never understand your references. But I do this. Sly Cooper's better than him with no calluses. I'm sorry that your first time had to be with a man who's so bad. I say to her after having the best sex she's ever had.
It's so funny, I am in tears that you stayed with him for 3 years when I was right in front of you. Oh, he's sad then. Ooh.
I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. When you're not here, the monster cat is like a tumble.
They say he keeps the door shut, never hurt a soul, but I've seen through the holes cut, I know better. He is quite the monster, yes, he tried to conquer my true love, my best friend. I hope that he dies! The monster.
He made you feel like what? That sniffling shiesty fuck? He made you feel like that you could not drink without him giving up on you. That's great. Now he's a person to hate. Do not worry because I can relate. I too would be made uncomfortable if he still used me to try to get off to when I didn't want to see with him. Getting on to understand that his every whim is not others around him. Desire to grant just cause he likes to think that it keeps a scan. But it made you feel like there was something wrong with you. A gross motherfucker who deserves a massive few punches. But I'll pull them because you asked. I might hate him, but at least I'm not an ass.
He does not deserve your presence, a breeding ground of pestilence. He's a danger to everyone. Say the word and he'll be done.
I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. I don't know what they're doing to me. What they're doing to me.
I promise, I'll settle down with something. I promise, I won't see nothing. I promise I won't make mistakes that I see other people make. They're not for me. I can't make everyone. I'm not entitled to that. And then when I'm older, well past my best years, I won't think it's not the same, it's not the same, it's not the same. Don't get me wrong, my life will really never be the same ever again. Not like it was with you, it will be forever changed. I'll just learn to prefer it that way. But it's not coming naturally, not coming naturally. I promise to live my life with the intent of being in spite of every way I treated you. I don't need you to see. Even if it was you, I'm always bothering. Shit's gotta be better than fathering, or at least how I expect it to be. And if I meet someone who's more of a convincer than the first few months after I kissed her, I'll make sure to be a better father than mine, just to see who's better than his. I'll continue the line, the lineage. Sure I won't. I don't know if I have what it takes to make a life that follows mine great without passing my damage on collateral. It wasn't you who convinced me of that. I swear it wasn't you who convinced me. I promise I want to love you until I die. It always ends with that, huh? Me. I don't know.